Good evening. After the historic Labour victory in North Yorkshire yesterday, the party have dominated the mayoral elections in South and West Yorkshire too. Both Oliver Coppard and Tracy Brabin secured a second term and both polled over 50% of the vote. Our political editor James Vincent was watching.
Labour arrived at Sheffield Town Hall today pretty relaxed. They kind of knew they had this one in the bag. They run 3 out of the 4 councils here, and the result was emphatic.
And I hereby declare that Oliver James Coppard is duly elected as the Mayor for the South Yorkshire Mayoral Combined Authority.
From Bentley to Boston Castle, from Dore to Dodworth, you have lent me your votes.
So no real surprises here in South Yorkshire. Labour getting over 50% of the vote. They're very pleased with that, but the analysis that they'll be looking at really closely is how they've done in those red wall seats that they lost in the general election in 2019.
Yeah, well, we've had teams out across South Yorkshire at the different counts in Barnsley, Rotherham, Doncaster and Sheffield looking at where our votes came from. And what's clear from that information is that we're winning support in those places that in 2019 voted for Conservative MPs.
In West Yorkshire, we were waiting for the results for slightly longer, wondering whether Labour's Tracy Brabin would get another go at the job. And she did, again, with over 50% of the vote.
Tracy Lynn Brabin is duly elected as the Mayor for the West Yorkshire Combined Authority. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and what an absolute privilege.
The next 4 years, absolute delivery. We set up a lot in the first 3 years. Obviously, we hadn't had a mayor before. We were working to get to the point where we are now delivering.
With the paperwork to get through and a bank holiday weekend for them to celebrate, the talking stops here, but they've got to deliver now on the promises they made during the campaign. James Vincent, BBC Look North.
Thanks, James. In sport, Leeds United must hope to win in the playoffs to return to the Premier League after failing to get automatic promotion. The last day of the Championship regular season was also decisive for Sheffield Wednesday and Huddersfield Town in their relegation fight. Our sports reporter Sally Hurst was at Elland Road earlier.
There was an air of inevitability as fans arrived at Elland Road this afternoon, knowing 2 things had to happen for them to get automatic promotion. Leeds had to beat Southampton and Ipswich had to lose to Huddersfield Town. The odds were stacked against them.
There's Shay Adams.
And that increasing sense of disappointment began to build as Southampton were first to score at 18 minutes. But Leeds were quick to equalise 3 minutes later. Joel Piroe with a shot into the bottom corner. But by half-time, Southampton were back in control. Another goal, making it 2-1. And that's how it ended for Leeds. A disappointing finish to the regular season for fans.
Brilliant for most of the season, but then don't know what's happened in the last few weeks. But keep going and hope for the best.
Disappointing, but still we're off to the playoffs. Yeah, there's nothing worse than getting beat than just not going anywhere after.
How do you rate your chances?
After that, not much to be fair, but give it a go.
Meanwhile, in Ipswich, Huddersfield were beaten 2-0, a result propelling Ipswich into the Premier League and confirming the Terriers' relegation to League One. A much better day for Sheffield Wednesday, though. They beat Sunderland 2-0, so they will stay in the Championship next season. A great result for the Owls, this. It looked like they would be relegated earlier on. And perhaps the biggest surprise today was Rotherham. After winning only 4 games this season and being relegated a few weeks ago, today they beat mid-table Cardiff 5-2. Football is never a predictable game. Sally Hurst, BBC Look North, Elland Road.
Right then, we're all hoping for some lovely weather for the bank holiday, aren't we? Here's Abby with all the details.
Hello there. Some decent spells of sunshine forecast for tomorrow. It looks to be a mostly dry day as well, perhaps just a light isolated shower or two. But tonight I think we'll continue to see variable amounts of clouds, some clearer skies, so a little bit of a temperature contrast. They will hold up under the cloud but will drop a little bit lower under those clearer skies. Temperatures as we start the day tomorrow 6 or 7 degrees, but the clouds should gradually pull away. We will see some decent spells of sunshine, but that might trigger 1 or 2 showers later into the afternoon. A warmer feeling day though, with highs of 17 degrees.
Thanks very much. It's bye from us.